What's up, everybody? Rob Ferretti here, just in Las Vegas, Nevada. We are loading up some of the cars that were rented or shipped for the most recent adventure drive trip we did from Vail, Colorado, all the way to Las Vegas. And now I am just seeing some of the damage on the rental fleet. My rental car, the GT3, is already on its way back to New Jersey. We'll show you that when we get back, but let's take a look and see what happens when you drive very fast in the desert, pretty much too close to other people. Now, this car, these are not my cars. This one, that one, and the yellow Lambo over there, which is the one I drove, are all from a different rental company. They're in Denver. But when you look at this, I am pretty certain that he did this damage. I don't know how much a McLaren windshield is, but that is most certainly going to have to be replaced. It's cracked in 2 spots. That is the most common damage you're going to get when you're driving through the rock-infested roads of Utah with a little bit less discretion and hauling ass, if I may say. The condition of this car, these 2 cars are pretty good. Visually, all these cars look good, but there are certain things that I wouldn't keep on a rental car. Notably, you have to explain to people how to use stuff like this, because this is like... You have to push this button in to lift it, but this thing is all loosey-goosey. Otherwise, condition of this car, 25,000 miles, very nice on the inside. You've got these small marks on both sides. I question whether or not this car came like this, and if it did, that's not something I would do. But if you look at the wear on the rear tires here, let's see. That's worn down well beyond replacement. I would not rent it like that. But that's not to say that he didn't do this and do donuts in the car. I did not see it, but if he did, that would result in that. This car looks pretty good. This is a replacement car for a 488 that was rented. And the 488 did need a little bit of suspension love, let's say. So they were nice enough to swap it out for this car. And this car did very well for the week. I'll take a look at that in a second. Let me just get my stuff out of this car here. And I will do one little walk around on this car. This is the car I drove. This is a used 50,000 mile Huracan. And it shows its age a little bit. Looks good. The wheels are all round. On the highway, it's a good car. Through the turns, gave me some issues, but obviously you can't ask for much when you're going to road trip a car like this. But this thing is fully wrapped. It's a blue car, and I'm glad it's wrapped because the wrap takes care of any of the bugs or the mess. My windshield, because I'm either in the front or I am just not up somebody else's butt, is perfect, which is good. But my GT3, I cannot say the same for. This is a wrap. The car is blue, as I said. And I didn't even really look at it when I picked it up. Didn't notice that the center cap was missing on that, and I didn't know that the tow hook cover was missing there. Luckily, when I looked at my photos, it was like that on both. Aftermarket brakes on this, I do not suggest people go do the like Rock Auto brakes. I just don't think it's benefiting anything. The interior for a 50,000 mile car, solid, right? It doesn't look that bad. What would bother me, or what did bother me a little bit, is, this thing. I mean, like when things break, glue only goes so far, but like that's where you put your arm. He warned me about that, but stuff like that I would always try to attend to prior to sending it out. Let me get my crap out of the car here before it goes on the truck. That's really the reason I'm diving into this car. But interior-wise, car looks good. It's a little tired. It definitely needs some suspension love. Made some noise, especially when I loaded up the suspension anywhere. But really, like, it's, you're not a Lambo guy or you don't know much about cars, this thing is the greatest thing you've ever driven. If you've driven clean cars, then this one's a little tired, but you got the job done. So now we're going to send these cars all off back to Denver, and I will see you back in New Jersey and show you what happened to my Porsche. All right, and as promised, here is my Porsche. And as I said, Porsche's in lovely shape, but it is obviously not at my shop. It's at Crocco's Collision, my go-to in the last, I don't know, 20 years. Now, what you're gonna see here is the condition of my car. Obviously, it's hard to compare a 2000, or what is a 2,000 mile car to the other rental cars, which obviously had some more miles on them. But I'm doing these videos a little out of order. Hey guys, guess what? I got a 992 GT3 as a rental car. But obviously everything is clean. Everything is where it belongs, shakes. But what does not belong is that cracked windshield. Now that is a proper crack right there. This is beyond repair, and luckily this car was on a transport truck for several days, which gave me the opportunity to order the new glass. How much is glass for this car? It's about $4,000 plus labor. You're looking at about $6,000 to put a new windshield on. There is a lightweight windshield that is specifically made for the GT3. This is even with the clear plex on it. You can see the clear plex sort of holds it together, but windshield is done. What else are we going to look at on this car? Well, the other thing I noticed is, and we cleaned it off already, on the center hub of the wheel, there was like grease or something coming out of the other side. Got to get that looked at. Obviously, that would not be something that the customer did. That is 100% warranty work. The stuff that is potentially customer related is, I will probably have to pull the clear bra off. When I gave him the car, everything looked like this. Very pretty, full PPF car. I paid $70,000 over MSRP for this car when it's 2 years old. But part of my business is I want to give people cars that look good. So if we can peel this clear bra off, PPF, whatever you want to call it, and then put a new piece on, we're golden. What we're not golden with is like the headlights. And I got to see if we can buff this out, or we may have to replace the headlights. Lots of rock chips, and it just like all textured. Now that, I don't know why they didn't PPF the headlights, and when they PPF the rest of the car, I bought it like that, but it is what it is. The big thing that was not the responsibility of the customer, who, as you can see, all the rock chips all over the place, was this. And this was actually the transporter damaged the car. And I was looking on my GPS. I'm like, guy said he was going to be here on Wednesday. Why is he not here? And turns out he was at a body shop in Brooklyn. And now you know why. He damaged the car here. I don't know how. And then he brought it to a body shop to try to salvage it. Either way, when it did finally make it back to me, I don't know what he did to do this. This has got to be repaired. Now I have two separate damage claims here. One is going to be for the windshield, and I guess that guy's going to get a free pass on the hood if the hood had to be rewrapped or anything. This repair is going to be the first repair that goes on the transport truck driver for whatever the hood and then blend would be, and then the PPF for those two pieces. Then the customer who was renting the car on the trip and driving, and he was driving hard. He had a good time. He got his money's worth. But the car did take a little bit of damage that does have to be repaired, because I like to give people perfect cars, or as close to perfect as I can, which is why we're in business for 23 years. And you can't let little stuff like this slide. If I give somebody a car it's completely peppered, the next guy that comes in with rock chips all over it, I gotta be like, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. And then eventually it's gonna cost me $7,000 or $10,000 to repaint and PPF the whole front. But here you go. That's this is new to the fleet, and it'll be ready to go. We're going to get the estimates done, put the new windshield in, which is here, and we'll get this thing cleaned up and good as new for the next customer. Rob Ferretti coming to you from Crocco's Collision. That's the end of the Adventure Drives ECH rally and the condition of the rental cars. One of the biggest problems we had on that trip was the condition of the rental cars. A lot of them out of Vegas or Denver. People weren't really thrilled with it. This guy had zero complaints, obviously, because it was a great car. but we do have to get it fixed and make it great for the next guy. So make GT3 rental cars great again. Rob Ferretti signing off from Crocco's Collision in Hackensack. See you next time.